So new Five Nights at Freddy's 2 images have just dropped, and I thought I'd do a quick video revealing everything that was shown and my thoughts on what this could all mean for the movie. So I was just live actually, and I just ended stream, and Blumhouse just had a panel, so we're kind of just here. I'm about to react to everything. We got new posters, new images, new videos too, which we're going to talk about, and it's pretty cool, so let's watch together. All right, so right here is the new poster for the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie, and as you can tell, it is actually pretty new compared to everything we've seen before. So the first thing that comes to mind when I think of this is Christmas colors, okay? Because this movie is coming out December 5th, and if you look at the colors, there's green bars they added at the bottom. Between Five Nights at Freddy's, there's like 2 green bars, so that's a little weird, and to our right is the big 2 that we've seen, okay? And that's actually pretty similar to the other poster we got, the first one with Toy Freddy on it. That also has a red 2 on it, so I thought it was pretty cool. Got a red 2 here, and yeah, that's pretty much this image. I think there might be a Christmas vibe to this movie, but I have no idea, dude. It could be anything. I just think the green and red is something to take note in your head. All right, so the next photo we got is actually the same one, but this was taken at the convention. And as you can see, there's a little head with like a Freddy thing on it, and someone's waving it. There was a bunch of them actually at the convention, and everyone was given like a little waiver, so it's pretty cool. This is when they revealed it live, and as you can see on the stage, Jason Blum is right here in the corner. He's talking to somebody at the convention. Pretty cool. And yeah, they just spoke about the movie. Jason Blum talked about how Scott Cawthon put in a lot of work for this, so there's going to be a video at the end from the convention, which I'm going to show off, so stay in tune for that. And yeah, next image is this with the Faz Talker. Okay, so this one is insanely interesting to me because if you look in the background, there's actually like a bunch of dust, right? And you can see this is actually in the pizzeria. Okay, so this isn't the pizzeria because there's checker pattern. It's very rusty. Keep that in mind because from everything we know, this pizzeria is also going to be abandoned, okay? There's gonna be flashbacks to the 80s. We're gonna see Henry, Emily, Charlie, all of them back in the 80s. And so yeah, you can see this is actually torn down because this is not the present day, okay? This pizzeria has been here since the 80s, bro. This is an old pizzeria. So yeah, we got the Faz Talker, which we've seen again before from a charity stream that Dawko did. He revealed the Faz Talker, and so yeah, it says "Are you there?" which we believe is the puppet speaking to Abby, trying to lure her. If you haven't seen my theory video, I did a whole theory about the teaser trailer that came out, so go watch it. It's on my channel. And yeah, we got the logo in the left corner right here from Blumhouse, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, still with the red logo. This time it seems to be a little brighter than the other one. Yeah, this one's a little darker compared to this one, so I don't know what's up with that. Could just be some hue, but yeah, only in theaters December 5th. Yeah, up next we have another one. This time it is a vertical one, so I think we can see further than the other one. Let me see actually. Yeah, so we can see further down. The checker pattern actually keeps going, so that is interesting. However, it does look a little cleaner. I don't know if I'm crazy. It's probably still dirty. I'm just, you know, putting things out. I'm doing a live reaction, so live breakdown. That's how these things go. So from Blumhouse, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, written by Scott Cawthon, directed by Emma Tammy. Scott and Emma Tammy both wrote and directed the movie for the first movie, which was released in 2023. So that is pretty cool. I'm glad to see them both back, especially Scott, because without Scott, like, what is FNaF? But yeah, Universal 2025, December 5th. All right, so next up, we have this insane lore image, bro. And the reason this is insane, and if you pay very close attention to animatronic details, this is really important. So this photo was taken at the convention, and this is the little waiver that everyone was given. If I go back in these images, you can see the waiver right here, Toy Freddy, little waving guy. And on the front, you can see, it looks like Toy Freddy, right? It looks like Toy Freddy, a normal Toy Freddy, just, you know, his eyes, you know, his cheeks, his red cheeks, his little, yeah, everything, right? But, look closer at the eyes. Some keen-eye viewers must have noticed that his eyes are pink, okay? And we've seen him before. Boom, he doesn't have pink eyes. So what does that mean exactly? Well, if you think back to the first movie, the animatronics had like red eyes and like white eyes and yellow, and they would all switch depending on how the animatronics and spirits were feeling. So is it possible that in this movie, guys, the animatronics are possessed? The Five Nights at Freddy's 2 animatronics might just be possessed, and that is a crazy thought, okay? Now, I know that's a big theory. I know it's been around for years, 9+ years. But bro, are the FNaF 2 animatronics possessed? Why are they changing their eye colors, man? I don't know. Maybe it's parental tracking. Maybe it's like the animatronics see William turn evil, or, you know, because remember in FNaF 2 they had the criminal database, which they scanned predators from a mile away, is what they said. So I don't know. Could be one of the two, or maybe they're possessed. I don't know. Wait for the movie to find out. All right, so now we have a Five Nights at Freddy's contest of cosplay that they had there. And so someone took a video. There's a bunch of people taking videos, as you can see right here. And basically, right, you can see somebody cosplaying as Springtrap. I'll let the video play. You can also hear music box music, okay? Keep this in mind. Keep it in mind. This is an official Five Nights at Freddy's thing, okay? This was at the panel. This is the official panel. So we don't know if any of this can mean anything for the movie, but it's possible. So if you look closely at the screen, music box is playing in our ears, you can see that it looks like FNaF 3. This is the FNaF 3 office, which is weird. I mean, it's not weird if you compare it to freaking Springtrap dancing on a stage, but it makes sense, I guess, because Springtrap is in FNaF 3. You can see the FNaF 3 office. You can also see Springtrap dancing. It's a cosplay. Again, this is a cosplay contest, but I thought it'd be interesting to note because there is music box music. So I don't know what that's all about. And then at the very end, we hear something interesting. He powers down. Okay. Okay, he powers down. Five Nights at Freddy's experience. And then he says something at the end there. What does he say? Okay. Gregory saved me? It sounds like Gregory saved me. I don't know, man. I don't think any of this is official, but I just thought I'd show it off just in case. Because there's music box music, you know, music box, FNaF 2, Puppet, all that jazz. I thought there was a connection. I don't know if I'm stupid. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, that is this contest and a guy in a Springtrap costume. So cool. This video, which is of Jason Blum on stage with another person attending CC Expo, where they're holding this whole reveal of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And they showed off everything. As you can see, another freaking Freddy head over there in the corner. But everyone's got their phones out. They're filming. So let's see what Jason Blum has to say.
And fans really connect with Blumhouse, and now we see the impact that it had, right? So I just wanted to ask you, what do you think about like the impact? Were you prepared? Like, were all the team prepared for the impact that Five Nights at Freddy's had?
FNaF had a huge impact.
The only person who was really prepared, and
he's gonna say Scott.
The reason I think the movies really connect to the fans the way they do is because Scott Cawthon.
Yep, Scott Cawthon, bro. The GOAT. Oh, you can see all the Freddys. You can see all the Freddy faces. Look, they all got Freddy faces. Is that like a checkered pattern? So, someone's got a checkered shirt on. That's so funny. That's actually so funny because like FNaF, you know, checkerboards, all that. That's pretty cool. Probably wasn't freaking supposed to happen. I just thought I would notice that.
It's amazing. One of the brightest, most inspired people I've really ever worked with.
He's a GOAT.
He's so fanatically passionate about every detail of every single thing we do with the movies. And I feel it, I think the fans feel it, I think the movies, in terms of adaptation,
Do you feel it?
The most authentic adaptations really ever done, and I really think that's thanks to, of course, Emma and the actors,
Emma,
especially
Scott. Yep,
who's been
Scott's the GOAT.
a tremendous
He's the GOAT.
partner
I don't know
for
what to
us,
tell you.
and it's just to
I don't know what else to tell you.
another incredible movie, which I can't wait.
I'm sure he did. Thank you, Jason. We're all excited. We're all excited. So that is the video. Jason talking about Scott, how Scott's a GOAT. You know, we all know this, but just had to reiterate it.
The movies.
So
and I feel it.
Pretty cool. I feel it too. Scott's a GOAT. Yeah, chat. That is pretty much wrapping it up. Thank you so much for watching. This was my breakdown of what we can see is the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 posters. Does it have a Christmas theme? Maybe. It does have red and green, so I don't know. What do you guys think? If you noticed anything that I didn't, let me know down in the comments. Too bad there was no trailer though. Very sad, but happens. We will be getting a trailer this month, hopefully in June. I've heard some rumors before Megan, which is June 27th. So anytime before June 27th, we could be getting a trailer. Don't get your hopes too high. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I don't know what these eyes mean, but I guess we're gonna find out in Springtrap dancing. Thank you guys so much for watching. Much love, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.